Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the first of a best 3 series. As a matter of fact, within the next 3 series, we're going to have Fly as one of the 2 players. Let's try and fix this frame rate. Yeah, there we go. We're going to have 3 series of Fly consecutively, or at least as far as I know. Haven't actually downloaded the next set of replays yet, but for now we are going to have a Fly 100% spawning in as the red orc player in the bottom right, and his opponent is going to be FQQ spawning in as the red human player in the top left. The map is on Crystal Kingdoms, and yeah, not much can be said nowadays, since, well, there's not really that many interesting things to talk about, or at least I'm not aware of any interesting things currently. So yeah, that's that. I got myself an elongated weekend, so hope to get at least 2, maybe pushing it with 3 series within this weekend, but let's see how it will go. Actually, for school, I am currently developing my first video game, and I have to make a report about that and get marked on it, and hopefully that will be finished in time. I've been told I can take as long as I want, but to be fairly honest, I honestly think I only have like a month at most. So gotta get my gears into action, because I've been working on it for, I guess you could say, 3 months, and I've been pretty lazy. I mean, you could probably compare it with my laziness in casting recently, so yeah. Anyway, Blade Master first for Fly and Archmage first for FQQ. It doesn't look like any noticeable differences from Fly, but as you can see from FQQ, he is gonna go for the level 1 Blizzard on his Archmage, and that obviously indicates to me he's delaying for something. He hasn't gone for the elemental first like normal human players, or at least how human players would normally do it, because humans would generally just go straight for creep camps until like level 2 or level 3 and then start battling it out. But as of right now, FQQ is just distracting Fly, or at least diverting Fly's, or no, is it interrupting Fly's income? That's the words. That's the set of words that I want to have out there. Archmage. He does have 1 Blizzard left in him, but I don't know if he is going to do that. Masonry upgrades are underway, and we are kind of early in terms of keep tech, so that's sort of what his delay game was attempting to go for. Early tech, no production on footmen, so it doesn't have to spend resources on that. In fact, we don't even have a barracks out, so that's generally how fast FQQ wanted his keep tech. Alright, so the Archmage took a quick visit to the Fountain of Health on the top region of the map. I guess he could go to the bottom side and regenerate his mana through the Fountain of Mana, but for now it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Archmage is going to interrupt the healing salve, and since he's spotted by the Blade Master, it's very unlikely that the Archmage will be sticking around for longer than he has to. He does have a TB staff though, so he will be able to jump away especially against the Blade Master, who does not have any sort of escape or interrupting abilities, crowd control abilities whatsoever. But the two grunts as well as the orc burrow was sufficient for the Archmage to run away. If he stayed a little longer, he would have risked his life running away from the Archmage. Alright, Sanctum Blacksmith, there we go with the second Sanctum as well. So it looks like it's going to be pretty much the standard comp. I guess FQQ just wanted to get into that a lot earlier than normally, because I believe that humans still have a pretty rough time fighting against mass grunts, and maybe even more so against raider spirit walkers, but we shall see. I mean, I'm pretty sure that humans still tend to be, I guess, pretty potent against early orcs, like especially during the phase where the orc players transitioning, or at least building the bestiary and spirit lodge as well. So one thing we haven't really seen between orc matchups is that orc player is ahead in terms of heroes. He does have a level 2 Blade Master, or nearly level 3, versus two level 1 heroes, the Panda and the Archmage. The Panda is just here for additional AoE damage, as well as the combo with the Archmage. The unfortunate thing is that his Breath of Fire doesn't deal that much in order to destroy the stronghold, or at least a couple of these burrows. And another drawback is that no Brilliance Aura means no mana regeneration. We're going to have triple ivory towers as well as the clarity potion being used right there, and we are going to have militia and priests moving out. I believe this is where the gold mine is going to get cleared out. Just additional income, I guess. The Blade Master is clearly aware of this, is going to go straight after the Archmage. Level 1 Archmage, by the way. Just keep that in mind, as the Archmage is quickly getting chunked and heavily hammered by the Blade Master. The Priest was the next target. When the Priest was taken down, there it goes down a peasant, and Breath of Fire unable to cleanly pick up that kill, but of course FQQ was able to still pick up the kill. However, Fly was able to pick up the tome. I'm pretty sure it was an agility tome, but also the item, which was the replenishment let's try that again. The replenishment potion has been picked up by the Panda, so he has at least some way of trying to regain his mana. Still level 1 Archmage, so it only takes a couple of hits from the Blade Master to bring him fatally low. Of course, these sorceresses are going to be the problem here, because as soon as he pops out, slows will be triggered, casted, and yeah, it really hinders on the Blade Master's mobility. Also, the guard towers have been completed, so the Blade Master needs to be a little careful. He has yet to, or at least actually Blade Master doesn't even have evasion. He has critical strike, I forgot. So level 3.5 Blade Master. Hell, even level 2 Shadowhunter out for Fly. I believe the heroes are still level 1 for FQQ, and that would be correct. He is still messing around with these low tier creep camps, so I guess he needs to start looking at juicier targets. Right now he's moving out with a couple of sorceresses, but I mean, without those priests, it's not going to be too good, because the army won't last too long. Priests don't exactly have the best health pool either. Okay, really early magic sentries are out, so the scout towers are able to pick up the Blade Master in their vision range. So another benefit of having an Arcane Sanctum early. We also have masonry upgrades too, so those guard towers will be able to receive a little more damage and of course the buildings as well, the rest of the buildings, the farms, also very important. Looking over at Fly's side, it looks like he anticipated, or at least reacted pretty well against FQQ's moves on the gold mine, so I mean, he is way ahead compared to FQQ's town hall, so he will be able to get up that stronghold or great hall fairly shortly. Blue Drake has been taken out and the Ankh of Reincarnation has been dropped, so I guess FQQ has some alleviance towards, I guess, the possible Blade Master sniping out the target. Oh, there we go with the Hex as well. Wow, TP was attempted by the Archmage, but the Hex was used to interrupt that. That was pretty opportunistic, and of course the opportunity was taken and secured. Spirit Links, Healing Wave, there we go with that very hard to deal with combo. The Blade Master is receiving plenty of feedback damage, but of course he is now no mana, so it's pretty much useless. Town Hall was finished, but it was just destroyed instantly, so I honestly don't know why FQQ did not cancel it. He would have at least saved some resources, but no, I guess he just overestimated his peasant's healing ability, repairing ability. There we go with the Ankh triggering, but the sad thing is the pan is going to be surrounded, maybe. Will we see another ensnare coming up? We do hear a grunt being taken down, but that's just a grunt, and we still have plenty of units for Fly. Maybe a disenchant would be nice before that Spirit Link, because that those units are going to be slowed for a little while. Surprisingly enough, FQQ is still trying to rebuild. We have a Coda Beast out, so he will be able to provide some damage for the team. We even have a Troll Witch Doctor out as well for Fly. Of course, this is probably just the traditional Sentry Doctor, or Ward Doctor, whatever you like to call it. As you can see, no investments in terms of his training, no Adept, no Master. Just there for the very, very long Sentry Wards. Alright, Blade Master and Shadowhunter is back once again. FQQ, it looks to abandon this space, I mean, his main army is trying to farm, and probably not the best time to do that, but obviously it was Fly that chose to attack afterwards, so yeah, it's just great timing by Fly. Level 4 Blade Master, level 3 Shadowhunter. Yeah, I mean, it's still no close of attack Blade Master, but he does have the Coda Beast, and he does have double circlets, so I guess it's not that bad. To be fairly honest, I think +6 claws would still be a huge power spike for the Blade Master. Alright, second Furbolg Shaman has been hired up. Very important to get that mercenary out there for the orc units, because I believe the Shaman has the rejuvenate ability, so I mean that's clearly a powerful healing spell. Not sure if it's as powerful as the, what is it, the bears, but I mean, it's a mercenary unit, so you can mass up those, I guess, instantly. Well, maybe not mass up, just higher. Alright, added training for those sorceresses are coming out, so invisibility will be available, but will Fly be not having that? We shall see, as ensnares have been used to cancel out that blizzard channeling, so I mean, all Fly needs to do is ensnare, and it will stop it. As you can see there, Arcane Volt has been taken out, so sustainability for the human players has dropped a little bit. I don't think you can buy Scrolls of Healing anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. Health potions may have been nice, but Yeah, the Blade Master is trying to deal with the Archmage. He is now ensnared. Will we get a lucky crit off to take care of the Archmage? No, it will not. But he is still chasing. There we go. Archmage has been taken down. Level 4 has been gained on the Shadowhunter. And will the Panda be the next target? We do have Frost Armor on the Blade Master. I believe that's complimentary from the Furbolg Shaman. Panda is still making a last stand here, but a huge healing potion has been used and will, I guess, crush FQQ's dreams of at least picking off the Blade Master. So that is going to be game 1 of this best of 3 series. And yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time in game 2, and that will be on the Ancient Isles.